Welcome back to Handsandlight, your channel for spiritual learning and healing. Today we're diving into a topic that affects all of us, family karma. We will explore what family karma is, how it influences our lives, and most importantly, 5 practical steps for healing family karma. So what exactly is family karma? Simply put, it's emotional, mental, and even physical imprints and patterns that are passed down through generations within a family. These patterns can include everything from personality traits to health issues. Once a soul decides to reincarnate, it starts to get exposed to the karma of its future family. In some of my Reiki readings, it shows that this process can start as early as several years before the actual birth. But time is really just an illusion in this concept. We can inherit beauty, strength, wisdom from our parents, but most of the time, we don't just get the positive traits. The negative aspect can include traumas, negative perception about the world, limiting beliefs, and health issues. Over time, these build up some sort of cause and effect situation within a family. One person's experiences and actions influence another, and these influences accumulate and get passed on, creating karma that we might have to work through in this lifetime. For example, you might inherit certain traits or beliefs from your family, which can sometimes be limiting or even harmful. These inherited traits can manifest as emotional blockages or even physical health issues. Think of a family where anger is a common trait. Over time, this anger might contribute to high blood pressure or poor liver health, according to philosophies like traditional Chinese medicine. Another example is that people with anxious attachment style often come from parents with insecurity or anxiety issues themselves. Family karma isn't just about genetics, it's about the emotional and mental imprints that get passed on. For instance, if a family constantly worries about financial stability, this anxiety can become a deeply ingrained belief that gets passed on. In other cases, some parents believe money is evil, while my parents are a little bit of both. On one hand, they have so much insecurity about not having enough money, but at the same time, they fear that taking money from others will contaminate their soul in some way, or that just having too much money will bring bad things. It's not just my parents. Other people of similar age and background have very similar beliefs. I think that has something to do with living in a society that values only hard work and despises luxury and having too much fun. This belief system forms the baseline of how I perceived money, which gave me a lot of trouble when I was trying to manifest a successful career. How do you break free from limiting beliefs about money? Well, that's a topic for another day. The key point is that these patterns, whether they involve fear, anger, or expectations, are deeply rooted and can shape our life in significant ways. But the good news is that we have the power to break the cycles. In the previous video, I mentioned that souls choose their family for development lessons. Sometimes the younger generation within a family may seem vastly different from the other generations. This often creates conflict or friction, but it might actually indicate that this younger person is a leading soul within the soul family group. This leading soul is often here to instigate change and healing for the entire family group. Even though this person grew up in a similar environment to their relatives, they might develop a very different belief system later in the year. This odd one may be a sign that the family is being called to change, or else this bloodline may face greater challenges in the future. Healing family karma is about recognizing these patterns, making conscious choice to change them. Here are 5 steps to begin this healing process. Step number 1, create distance. After becoming aware of the family karma that has been passed on to you, the first step is to create some distance. Imagine you grew up in a family where criticism was common. Perhaps your parents often point out your flaws and compare you to the others. This environment might have led you to internalize a deep sense of inadequacy or low self-esteem. It's important to understand that it's okay to create some physical and, more importantly, emotional distance from your family. This doesn't mean you don't love them. Rather, it's about protecting your own well-being and giving yourself the space to heal. Setting boundaries allows you to step back and view the situation more objectively, reducing the immediate impact of their behavior on your mental and emotional health. You could start by limiting the time you spend with family members who are critical or unsupportive. If moving out isn't an option, considering setting emotional boundaries, decide not to engage in conversations that you find hurtful or triggering. Step number 2, seeking independence. Independence is about realizing that you don't need your family's approval to pursue your own path, giving yourself permission to be yourself instead of conforming to their rules. This step involves breaking free from the need to justify your choices to your family, especially when those choices go against their expectations. Some level of financial independence is recommended here to achieve this. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. In fact, it's probably one of the most challenging things to achieve because most of us desire support and assurance from our family. It's important to have confidence in yourself, knowing that while your family may firmly believe in certain things, like art is a bad idea, they are not you. They don't have your intuition, and they haven't been exposed to the same information and guidance. Often, if you work hard enough and show them the results, your family will likely understand in the end. Step number 3, work on yourself. Perhaps you have noticed a pattern in your family where relationships are often strained or dysfunctional. This could manifest as frequent arguments, emotional distance, or even a series of broken marriages. Identify your limiting beliefs or unhealthy patterns and work on clearing them. You might try meditation, Reiki, hypnosis, affirmation, or reading a book on this topic. There are so many resources out there. You can also subscribe to this channel for decent Reiki and guided meditation for healing different aspects of your life. Even if everything fails, we can always pray together. The prayer goes something like this. I call upon the power of the Creator, the universe, to show me the way, shed light on my path, bring the teachers to me. I'm ready to receive guidance, and I'm ready to make efforts. So it is. This step may also involve actual hard work. You may need to work really hard to gain financial independence, so your family won't be able to control your actions and hold you back. You may need to start some physical cleansing and detox, as removing physical negativity from your body will also have positive effect on your mental and emotional health. Step number 4, reconnect with awareness. Once you have developed a strong sense of self through all of the hard work you have already put in, you may want to reconnect with your family to achieve further healing. But do this with the understanding that their behavior is also shaped by their own karma and life experiences. Knowing that they are also products of their own environments can foster compassion and reduce conflict. When you reconnect, approach your family members with empathy. Understand that their controlling behavior might stem from their own fears or insecurity. For instance, if your parents try to impose their view on you, instead of reacting with frustration, try to have a calm discussion about why they feel the way they do and explain your perspective without getting defensive. Remember, you don't need to justify your choice. Step number 5, take conscious action. The most effective way to heal karma is through conscious action. This means that when a situation arises that mirrors a past trauma or pattern, you choose to respond differently. Awareness is the first step, but real healing comes from making different choices and breaking the cycle. Healing family karma is a journey of self-awareness, compassion, and conscious action. Remember, while the patterns of the past may have shaped us, we have the power to create a new path forward. Thank you for joining me today. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to Handsandlight for more insights on spiritual growth and healing. Next week, I will share decent Reiki and guided meditation for healing family karma.